Whoa, I can't be now. I'm live. Oh. Be talking.
Sorry.
Everybody can hear you. You want to embarrass me? Oh, Baba.
Tell them I gave you Valentine's gift.
Which would not do Valentine in this my house.
I gave you Iden'S gift.
Ah, say I fine. I'm a cute looking boy.
Thanks to me for taking good care of you.
I don't get pot belly. My belly don't come out. Now all this late night food though. When I dey chop. Late night food is not good. Late night food is not good and healthy. Okay. I think I need water. In my oge, Norway, oh, awe mama, sanyebo, sayamore. Are you not the one that's supposed to look for the key? Is that network is bad? Get me the longer glass cup for water. Thank you. Network is not looking all great. It just sounds alarm. Abuta, Ella, Joanna. Inshallah. Transportation. Okay. I don't know. It's the network. The network is not. The network is just coming on and off, on and off, on and off. So why am in a tar? Why are butter? I'm not eating. Taking apple. You guys always look for errors. It's an honest observation. It's an honest observation, but come on, I don't think you've ever commented on any of my posts, James Smith, but you are quick to bring faults. All right. I'm not a social media presenter. And let's get that one clear. I'm not a social media presenter. All right, get that one very clearly. I talk history. Okay. Waya Wabewa. Okay, it's very good. Okay, thank you, Jeff or Ajayi. Okay, today we're talking about we're going to talk about Queen Iden'S. It's not like in the perspective you people want. The perspective I'm talking about is the story of Eden. Everybody knows that story. I think everybody knows that story, so I don't want to go through that story anymore. But what the story represents and in the life of every Edo man, so now the life of an Edo man, okay, it's the life of an Edo man. How these interest and intrigue every life of an Edo. So we should learn to share the broadcast so that other people can join, because I'm going to be discussing something really very important. Very important. Yeah, it will not boom. And I think today is about. I think today is about love. I think today is about our individual respective sacrifices for our family, for our community, and for the kingdom in general, ditto the state and the country. There's so many stories, there's so many acknowledgement, there's so many talk that we can look into basically by ourselves and say how we can be able to strengthen ourselves through coming together to by being united. Okay, I'm just going to speak generally. There's not a particular topic that I want to talk about. It's also a day for sober reflections, and I wish it's also a day for me to be a better person to colleagues, to friends, and to family. It's also a day for me to reach out to those who have offended me in the past, and for those who didn't offend me in the past. So it's going to be very interesting. Then I'm also going to establish an historical connection, because I've had some people have said this. Okay, I think I'll start with this part of it. Then maybe at the tail end, I will now talk about the virtues of the lessons to be learned from Queen Eden. As a young upcoming historian, 2017, I have just found out about the Institute for Benin Studies. I think I have read, I was studying there for, I think, about 2-3 months later, an argument broke out. This argument that broke out concerns is the Oba of Benin. Is the power of the Oba of Benin absolute? That was the argument. You know, I've been very lucky to have had some very historical debates or conversation with my superiors, people I look up to. The question is the power of the Oba of Benin absolute? There's a reason why I'm bringing this question. There's a reason why I'm bringing this question, because of my travels in recent time. It is because of those people in the other side of the divide who always refer us as slaves of the Oba of Benin. This story will sort of make them understand how foolish they have been. You know, the last live video I did, I was giving a chronology of the trials of Obaiweka II and the Akenzwa II. I gave a detailed historical analysis of it. And in that historical analysis that I gave, I made people to understand that the Obas of Benin themselves have suffered in the hands of the Edo people. So, someone who understands this sort of argument, we make them understand that if times and times the history are proving that the power of the Oba of Benin is not absolute. I will explain why I said what I said. If Benins in the old have always had their ways, now the people who now brings this forth very watery argument that because of our seemingly loyalty to the throne does not infer that the Benin people are slaves to their Oba. No. Let's look at the history. Let's look at the trials of, let's go as early as the time of Oba. Oba had an elder brother. He was called Prince Obuobu. The man I pronounce it don't do my body every year. But it originally do Prince Obuobu. He had an elder brother. For the fact that the Benins did not like him. So his elder brother was a warrior. Onayari Sadave Ila. A killer in northern, towards the northern current Edo state and all of that. Iwanaya Honko. When his father passed on, or by Wedo, the Benin people knew that he was still alive. But instead, they decided to give his younger brother and crown his younger brother, which was Prince Ogodeyala, which is now called Oba. I want you people to understand. So, times and times, I can continue to give historical narrative and analysis of how the words of some elitist Benin people has always prevailed against the royal house. So, these are the same people who are coming out to say that the Oba has turned the land into the land of slavery. At what time? I am talking about the history. You go there, yalla. It's, you are personalizing it. If you are generalizing, it's Ogo de yalla, Ogola, Ogo de yalla. So, times and times, that Prince Obuobu, who was his elder brother, eventually became the first Inogi of Abiyama. Let me just quickly throw that. After he was denied of the throne, he eventually became Ohiri. He was hungry, but he saw the machinations of the chiefs. They wanted two brothers to fight. So he was wise enough to now say, instead of me fighting with my younger brother, who is not the Oba of Benin, whatever he pacifies me with, which Baogola na said no yadiye ogie waviama, you now became the first Enogi of Awama, one of the earliest dukedoms, one if not the earliest of all the dukedoms in the entire Benin Kingdom. So the reason I am saying this is I wanted people to understand that there has never been a time of history where the Oba of Benin has been high-handed, where the Oba of Benin was perceived to be wicked per se. So if anybody can prove, when in Manaje we believe in historical fact, if anybody can prove that this particular Oba was wicked to the Edo people, if he brings 5 facts, I will bring 10 to counter that this was his reasons for being wicked. For example, their usual example is Obai the first. That he was a very wicked Oba. But if you read shallowly, you will discover that he became wicked based on the disgrace and embarrassment that the Benin people put him through while he was still a prince. Because they only perceived that so first they denied him of his throne, of the right to his throne. Secondly, they banished him. Thirdly, they murdered his own father. They murdered his own father. So when he came, he retaliated. I can go on. If you even come very close to Oba Vorame, as Prince Idowu, was disliked by some of the elites. Instead, they favored his younger brother, Prince Ohoro, Norio Bawedo. But obviously, it failed. And when he now became the Oba, the 3 chiefs that orchestrated the plan, he killed them. But most times, I do a hangi tohani, but they will not tell the people how they were doing everything unimaginable. American. So, yeah, I told honey, why got down here? I told you. Now, I didn't want to say this, but let me say this. I didn't want to say it before. Today is a day of love, but let me say this. The first, when I say it, whenever I say anything, I have proofs. I have heard some of these Ogiamian people, not all of them, some, that the palace of the Oba of Benin engages in human sacrifices. Engages in human sacrifices. Meru wegwai. It might not know why. So I don't know. But what I know is that the first human sacrifice that was made in Edo land, the first human sacrifice recorded by historians that was ever made in Edo land was performed by the Ogiamian family. The first. Bang, 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 bang. I will be cutting with gume one na. But it's factual. So why the be cutting gume one? Amowie be ladian. Man, I told you. The first known human sacrifice. The first known human sacrifice that would have been performed would have been Ikaladeran. But Ikaladeran was not killed, was spared. So, that was the first scenario that a human would have been killed in any recorded Benin history. But the Ikaladeran was not killed. But however, the first recorded human sacrifice, so that if they are telling you when I give fat, if they are telling you the obas of Benin, with human sacrifice, because the first known human sacrifice recorded by Benin, recorded in any history, was performed by them. And to make it very easy, it was recorded by the works of OSB Amowie, Professor Emeritus OSB Amowie. And when he recorded the work, don't forget, Professor OSB Amowie was a student of late Dr. Jacob Uwadia Igarewa. You know, they always love Jacob Uwadia Igarewa. And don't also forget, over a year ago, I gave a 2 million naira bet. I'm sorry I'm deviating a little bit, but I just want to quickly show through this so that you know how some people lie. Or you mete me wa ge temi won me so ni abi gbani mie if talk ba if fiok pa for if va for when a fatty ya ogwi me wepo as the spirit leaded me I release opopa. So I have just stated the fact. The first known human sacrifice done in Benin land, recorded in Benin land, was done by the Ogiamian family. Ask them, Uma, Ogiefa had a daughter called Ubi. Ubi was given as a betrothed wife to the reigning Ogiamian of Obayewedo's era. Instead, no, not Obayewedo, it was Obayeweka the first. Ubi was given as a betrothed wife. Was given to as a betrothed wife to Ogiamie, who was the Ogiamie the second, the Ogiamie the Rebo, Ogiamie this Anachi Ogiamie the second, because he was the son of Ogiamie Rebo, who was the first Ogiamie. But Ogiamie ni honor you business. They know the story. The story is in the archive. And the story is in the archive of the Ogiefa too. You understand? So I access all books. I have accessed every single books. From all the history I've read, there is no human sacrifice preceding that event. None. If they can bring recorded, if they can bring any other human sacrifices, they don't. Don't forget, I gave them a bet over almost 2 years now, 2 million naira a year bet. In other words, if they are able to bring any book written by anybody, whether European or whether Yoruba or whether Igbo, whether Ishekiri, everybody will like him, written by any of them, written by, except the one they wrote to, written by anybody other than Benin people. You know, if they are able to bring any book wrote that Inyari give do ascribe Ogiamia as a king. Onati a king. Onati a king Evian or king Irebo. Now, Era Meba provided any book. 2 years on high banner. The Izoduwa or Amowie. A direct descendant of Obayen Sonyen. I will stop talking about that family ever again. Since I made that bet, you remember na Benin. Madorigo, this Tinubu economy. In other words, why I had to throw these things is that when some people talk, they don't talk out of fact. I talk out of fact. I don't instigate lies. They believe I do. What they do is lie. They don't have facts. When I was giving them that that bet, I told them that assuming, my argument is always very simple. That assuming I am your Bavedo, how can you, as an Ogiamian family, convince us the Benin people? Let's assume from Oromia to Koneto, they exist. Let's just assume that they don't exist. So how can you, as Ogiamian, prove to the Godomigodo, like a Godomigodo, prove to the Godomigodo people that Waheken or Yoba or Waheken or Yogiso? That's the question. These are intelligent questions. This matter is not. They are the ones who makes a molehill. They are the ones who blackmail. I've always told them that you don't need to blackmail anybody. If you are right, Omano temata me balik be tenen me tenen odo abaliya oni Omano togi me balo eya ata bali mewu. You understand? If you are in the path of truth, you don't need to be arrogant about it. You see me when I talk, I'm not arrogant about it. I just said that the first no recorded human sacrifice was performed by the Ogiame. Fact. Family. So when they tell you that our bap human sacrifice, oh, any aswan no, that's the fact. That's the point me only maybe the ladian. You understand? So I just give you facts. Opericate 101. By virtue, this one is supposed to be fat. A fat in every land in the past 7 years is boom. And this is supposed to be fat 807. Or by fat 807. That the first known family to carry that human sacrifice is the Ogiamen family. Now, it will pain them. But whenever they are saying that the Obas of Benin were doing human sacrifice, it doesn't pain them more. You see how some of them can be very useless. I got 10 men. I am wanting for Unia. Where I use a superior fatty agbeya, but because they are so daft at dawn, they'll start to cry. You understand? They'll start to cry. So even idionic being, so that I will say human sacrifice if I do. I can mention a family. I can mention a family of it. Do you understand? So that's the fact I just wanted to assume, because I always bring facts. Now, what I was talking about, the original name for Ikpoba River, the original name is not Ikpoba River. The original name of that river is called Ore. Anate Ezore. Edo Wadanyo. I'm giving you Fat 808. Fat 808. The original name for Ikpoba River is Ore. Ezore. Now, Ekenanati has any Ore. That is a side Ikpoba slope. Anati Ore. So Ohen no Boezeni. You can go there and find that. Ohen is called Ohen Ezore. On Ikpoba. His original name is Ohen Ore. Now, but that river, it has its tributary. Ekenona Swen. Ekenona Zoladian. That Ikpoba River, that his original name is Ore. His original Ekenona Zoladian. One of Ekena Meke Ladian. A side of horror. Ona Zoladian. You understand? A side of horror. Ona Zoladian. Ana ezeni the side of horror Ekenona Zoladian. Edona oye ire. Listen very well. Ekenezeni na Zoladian. Edona oye ire. Edotie. The people around Ohoro, that is where the river came out from, is called is called Ire River. Ezire. But Ekenona do fien Ikpoba slope Igbera. Ekenona je no do ve kakabo. Anado tie Ore. So that is the Ikpoba River has two original names. Where it came out from the ground is called Ire. Then where it expanded around the Ikpoba slope area is called Ore. Now, the Ohe no baoge Ekenonari wohoro Ekenonari Igbelaja atie eholo ni re. The Ohe of Ire that propitiates the river Ekenona's Igbelaja eholo ni re ohonge. Egbe oge holo ni re ni uhuniya twe is called Laire. Laire. I'm giving you Fat 809. Fat 809. Anate Laire or Laire. Ire ni ezeno. Ezeni. I have it Ore. They said I've explained that. You now understand. Anati Oheni no where they said Ire ni. They said Ohoro. Ate Eholo Nire. Eholo Nire is one of the Uzama Niyo. Now, what is the family greeting of the Ogiamie? Laire. What is the family greeting of Eholo Nire? Laire. Do you people not know Ekena Ogiamie Kere? Do you not know where the Ogiamie people came from now? These are facts. That's why I say I don't deal with propaganda. Yeah, when you have if you're born here in 10 minutes, yeah, you have born here if you're here, if you're going to for 1 year. Yeah, why will you move? Maybe I will you move recently. If you're born here, because by nature, if you go can't wear, I'm too busy. Anybody know me go one na therefore do me batty. As I do me batty. Now me cause it come out. Now nag them. And nag them wa akpako. I have explained it. The Ikpoba River has two original names. At the birthplace of the Ikpoba River is called the Ire River, Ezire. But they can only expand beside the Ikpoba slope. Ana atie Ezore. Where Idamo Kore, in one year do was of Beore, Ezek Beore. Beore ni Ezikpoba Gukana, because the original name was Ore River. Not Ikpoba River, it's Ore Edohoi. In the Oharedo, in the songs and dances of the Edo people of the old, I asked him when Zeni, I think Ikpoba River, it's Ore River at here. So, you understand? So, boy, canonas all that is ire. Omanok baoge e bonori ni ko o e holonire. And uhuniato is la ire. Ire is a river goddess. It is the goddess of the Ire River. Enya twe. So, and I ask, uhuna wo giamie twe ire. Where are they from? Egbe holonire. So what concerns Egbe holonire with the throne of the Ogiso? Fat 809. Fat 809. You have a life fat 810 about 809 age now. So if any of them need books, I will send it to them. We have fat. Now, the last time I came for a live video, a petition, I told you how I went to White House and I came out. After I came out and I did a live video. After I did a live video, the same man, not a petition, another big petition, man. But what he wrote in the petition was repetition of the first petition he has written against me. But now, this is the catch. What he said, inherently, and this is what they have been saying. What he was postulating is that everything that I have done for Benin Kingdom is to get favor from the Oba of Benin. And that favor that he said I was getting from the Oba of Benin is for Oba of Benin to give me land. Inherently, the barrister believes that all the lands or all the estates that I have in Edo land was given to me by the palace of the Oba of Benin. Because in him, funny enough, because his profession has taught him that thou shalt not do anything for anybody except you are being paid. But the generations, the modern day generations, has not learned from these so-called people who are already supposed to teach us how to be selfless, how to be loyal. But because they don't understand what it means to be selfless, and they believe that every man has a prize, that every man who fights for a cause must have been paid to fight for that cause. But ladies and gentlemen, surprisingly, the same man was my lawyer when I got my second estate at Ute. But because I paid him that time, he might pay for when Megwa told 1.5 million charging me. He pay 8 million. You know, I'm a case of it and I pay 150,000 case in Omagume where So 800,000 plus 150,000 only 950. Abi, I don't know now. Now carry 300, 900, 500. So only 950. While the 950 you weigh 1.5 million, or to care 550. So 550 eh. Megwa toge. Me maye na me ani toge ni. You understand? Megwa toge. Ona ke 550. 550 ni So he was my lawyer at the time. When he was my lawyer, when he charged me 1.5 million naira, he didn't know that Obawa Amoto many here. But because he now has a higher on my way no pay, you understand? Who not paid him more. So he now said that Izoduwa must go down. And the only way they always seek for public sympathy. If you want to seek for public sympathy, I can beat you to the game. If you said that it was a live video that I did, if I have that power, if Izoduwa have that power, and Izoduwa anyway, petition, don't you not think if Izoduwa has that power to do what you allege that I did? So Izoduwa does not also have the power to also play emotional sentiment like you are trying to play. He was not trying to draw Basek into the matter that I was talking to Godwin Obaseki's family, trying to play emotional game. Only he has an election to win, and he will not win it. It just a little bit technical. I want not sort of do you see. You understand? So on ya gualome no ya pashe broken fence here. So you are not telling him to rob himself again on traditional matters. Only has you I know that one for elections return. So don't rope him. Now he's playing emotional games. He's not saying that Oto no babio Izoduwa no. Oto no babio Izoduwa no. I got to when me court. What I have told them in whatever they believe in. Ana mwe bore bambana. Onagi wa avoid because you people know that you people are cheap liars and cheap blackmailers. Because when they wa keke that you become people can be bought with money. You now saw a young man who brags. Or ya titi. What do I brag with? I brag with my sincerity. I brag with my patriotism. I brag with my honesty. These are what I have you don't have. Then lastly, I brag with my loyalty. This is what I have that you don't have. You can never be loyal to a cause. You can only be loyal to money. Me, I'm loyal to a cause. So when I say you want to blackmail Izoduwa, let me say it clearly. I work for the palace patriotically. If I wasn't, 7 years, Benin, 7 or more than 7 now, since 2016. 8 years of it now. I have had trials, but I still did it back. That one night they shocked them. On your muya over. I know they were very happy when the palace wrote that publication about me. They were very happy. They were very happy and not in here by now. Now they have a free ride to do anything they want to do against the palace. But they were not shocked that I see they get it back. Do you know what I derive my strength from? I derive my strength from the pot of wisdom of our ancestors. That's where I derive my strength from. So that is why a palace I lambasting men, because it will not change when I'm currently fighting forces that are not supposed to be within the palace walls. I'm currently fighting forces. Because you know what I stand for? I stand for truth and honesty. If all these people, what they have said is actually true, if all these things that they have alleged that I will turn in here, in here, and that's why I am loyal to the palace, if it is true, at least they would have been able to comment and say that, if he's actually saying the truth, let him present all the paper, the document of the land. If it is true, I have mentioned the community in Amoto 1,000 times. Investigate. If they were, I'm sure that investigating, but they did not see anything. And moreover, oh man, why oh motona no here. Work back your talk. Buy your talk. Tomorrow the palace give me 1,000 hectares to develop. We are bringing development into Benin. You are stealing development from Benin. We are bringing development into Benin. We are going to the rural settings to bring development. Why you are stealing development? You are selling people's plots. Who will be by? I will you talk. Oh, okay. Today is day of love and peace. Let me maintain love and peace. Let me maintain love. But what I'm just trying to say that these people, they have sworn in their hearts, they are hardened, that Kenike in Izoduwa wakpae money ma etobari amoto no wahin o moda wahin emwe property ne modern omonoma amwe mi yobo no gwaya iwu no gwaya hiwo omoda wahin omo atosi awogion ba wahin. So you don't expect ave madam nera area ya mwimi yabo ono gwa dolimi era mwimi yobo. Times and times again I have proven, and again they will now also insist that I'm not bragging because of the little change. You see, that's the problem. I do not brag. I only tell you people the truth. Omano temata. Someone who speaks the truth, they'll start saying is very arrogant. There's nothing arrogant about me. I'm down to the earth. If you know me very well, I'm down to the earth. But because I speak the truth to them, so then I say, because of the truth that I speak, I'm arrogant. I'm a very arrogant person. No my here utoma utona here. Do ba mume do moto bowe do oni makanwa bun waniki. But mono my today, through my company, I single-handedly sponsored. There was a big carnival at Ring Road today. Sponsored the Iden'S Day. I did not call anybody to send me money. On your monoma. There are more than 100,000 Edo people that are well richer than me. But you don't see me throwing money in parties. Because you don't see me going to club. But you see me putting money into right channels. Trying to sponsor kids for scholarship, giving scholarship to some very intelligent Benin people, giving scholarship to some indigent people, or raising awareness, using my resources and finances to raise awareness for Benin history. As of today now, I'm going to be sponsoring, that's going to cost me a whole lot of millions, to go and retrieve all the archival materials in University of Ibadan. All our archival materials. This is what I am doing. A young man. Then, why we are bullying man in man that are choosing the path to do good for the land? Why you people? Oh, I fail, but swing on wawe dumuno. Why I fail? Why we give baby or him? Why you don't use the money to promote Benin people? Why we give baby or him? Many boy lawyer ni there. Many boy I pa estate me we want to do. Oh why on me do no gele we me do. Oh my son. Oh e want dinner. Zemewo okay the give me anything because that's what I would have done. Give me anything that you like. But instead he charged me 1.5 million. He might pay for like I have said. I left bonus 950 pay or 550. I have said it last year that I'm ready to pay. You never count of a video man every day or you monitor it. So a video not maybe I can guarantee you. Oh, we petition a video now. Oh, petition a video now. And oh, we petition man. I have a mere even lambaste. No, sir. Telling him truth to your face at all times. Telling him truth to your face. Now, through him, the same lawyer in question, the two suspended Enige, they now sued the Oba of Benin. One man made the petition. Petition ni me ya wa mention ni me kakabo. Me is court. You understand? Me give rania. Ya wa tamo ha we na me ahun 1 million, 100,000 in one side. Ya go as court. Ni mu ye court we dey am court case no yiri mo hu na. But in all of this I have never called anybody to bring me 1 naira. Iwo me ya go because uninika ogioma or we go swear or you don't swear or you may swear hene. So I thank all of you who patronizes me. I thank all of you. Uswingo ni ewe yasi mi osegenedo. No iwe kewo alamani iwe defi. Dudo segeni siya ni sivinedo. Iwe rioni iwe ya belegbebe wala manire. Eri me yaro ne package mena. So you understand? So on your muya na that ni mena iwe mi kede ni nika oweri me. O ma so ya o. On ya gbovo me ba. O sai koyin ya nika o koyin ya because I have never wished them anything bad and I never will wish them anything bad. I've always wished them good. And I've always wished their children good. So, but here now we do we more over area. Okay, I will ya in our own. Area do time. No niru no no yase no ma. I will no pokoma ma be the do yazon. So for me, I will continue to be a thorn in their throat. Since they will not allow Benin Kingdom rest, me will not also allow them rest. Because many Agbedo during their time, when they were supposed, if they had feast Benin Kingdom, when they were supposed to feast Benin Kingdom, Izoduwa, there was a time in which a worry nania will not discover that a wado if you born yawa. Ilelevi o bagbina, ilelevi jogbina. I have fought many battles. Some of them are 75 years. They have never fought one single battle for this kingdom. I have fought. I have fought several battles for Benin Kingdom. Go and check facts. The facts are there. The facts are there. You understand? The facts are there. Why do people? You understand? In fighting, everyone was okay with me because I was fighting. I was expanding. I started to take the knowledge that if you do my boss on the greatest revolutionary idea proposed in this 21st century by any Edoma was my own idea of Benin descendants. That if you do we're everywhere. Today, if Bovie, if you Obavie, if you Bovie, that singular movement, I started it as a young boy. 6 years. What is 6 years age married? I'll be 33 next month. 33 minus 6. Or 7 years ago. 33 minus 7. I would have been 26. So 25, 26, I started this revolution. If you your money, because I just left the university at that time. If you your money, because even there were revolutionaries that started at the age of 19. So John maybe I started revolution the man. What they never did. All these things that they now read on social media that if you query, if you know, I made it come alive. US, UK. Yeah, yes, Kodo. Yeah, Benin Kingdom not concern us. Benin Kingdom not concern us. But Mana, we stood back. Do you think I don't have money to relocate my family? I have the money to relocate my wife, my mom, my brothers to any country in any part of the world. But that's the reality. But you know, because I'm so so we there. If you want spoiler, I will tackle now. When the Inige started their madness last 2 years ago, I warned them that it was going to backfire. Now they are no longer addressed. Even him, a petition of it against Egwa, it did no longer address them as traditional rulers. He did no longer address them as His Royal Highness. He addressed them as chiefs. Because we now have to follow the tradition. So, I'm sorry that a sort of zundawo, but undan a sodo zona do ya robe the rest on your dimewo. Because all the ye may have any mazun dani ro ni ya bien His Royal Highness. So on in that because most of them are innocent of the accusations. Most of them are. It's just some very few greedy ones. They were the one you boy as a ladian. Now, here we dead with you boy as a ladian now. Or we bear I will do the petition in the movie court very may have shuligi egba ave metota mena kema in a was you cool with my how many nigi signed that paper. What's the other communities in Okomana River? So, but let's leave that one. Now, the matter that they petitioned the palace for is that the Oba of Benin do not have the constitutional right, do not have the power to suspend an enogie. Because according to what they argued, that the local government, the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy title, always give them a certificate. Always give them a certificate. That is the argument. So because of a ministry of a government or it was certificating, okay. Only because of that, the Oba of Benin do not have the power to suspend them. Look at it now. They just shot themselves. Yeah, why would you see and what you win and Zawishi me? Every Figmiania. Izoduwa will lad every time. Why would you see we have Figbuwa? I'm only just trying to now open it So, and what you people have carried gun to shoot yourself. Now, look at why it is very interesting. Now, they were allowed, not constitutionally, to get the certificates from the local government because they were perceived to have been a traditional ruler. Because they were perceived to have been His Royal Highness. For example, Chief Iyase is the highest title holder in Benin Kingdom. He's not given a certificate. And hierarchically, Iyase is higher than every other chieftaincy title, including the Enige. Esogban, Uwangwe, Inenibiwe, Eibo, also Idi. They are higher than this Enige, hierarchically. So, but because they were assumed, not constitutionally, Egwate assumed, they're a traditional ruler, so that they can be equated to other onojes in Esa land and having do not all other and having a certificate. But now that the constitution, the gazette, have said that a chief in Yahi, so therefore, Izoduwa proposes, as a chief, the palace should desist henceforth from allowing an Enoge chief to go to local government to collect a certificate. Because as a chief, if Iyase is not collecting a certificate, and Enoge who is lesser, except they have to come out and argue. Any of them can come out and debate me. Some of his children are here anonymous. Ya Romeo, Mosi Yagbe, Movini Yagbe letter. Yavic Movina, Idia Madega any Aquariani. So it might be say, Izoduwa, you wear on Anna. It's true because it's actually true. I speak facts, a fact that is not debatable. Didn't I say that they were not traditional rulers, that they were not His Royal Highness? Is it not be corrected now that truly they are not His Royal Highness, that they are just chiefs? Abi? Did the palace now come out after I said it over a year ago that on no account by press should refer to them anymore as His Royal Highness? Moving forward, the palace will retrieve all the certificates. Noguyan, I return him back or ask Oloi, because it is only traditional rulers that are given certificates of office. A traditional ruler, a chief in Yahi, a chief under a traditional ruler. So as a chief, you have no right to have a certificate. So the court case will be very interesting because it should be very interesting. So that chiefs will not be able, chiefs, according to the constitution, will not be able to prove. In the first place, it is illegal for them to have a certificate of office. It is illegal. It is illegal because of Haimon Bayahin, according to 1979 Gazette, or Haimon Bayahin, chiefs of the Oba of Benin, are not liable to get certificate. But why were they not getting certificate? So the palace will have to ratify that one. You understand? So I have said that. Even if you are for, you understand? So next, I deliberated matter very well. But having said that, today is Oloi Iden'S Day. I'm very happy that it was a success. We did a very successful program. And along the line, I think I have wronged quite a lot of people over the years. You know, when we started, I made people I looked up to. Some of them fought me, but today, maybe they have realized. Maybe they have realized that I was not their enemy. I was never their rival. the sky is wide enough for everybody to be what they want to be. I've never been against any of my Benin brothers. Sincerely speaking, when we not really it's and all of that, I felt bad because for me, I'm raised era I was raised well. Some people might disagree. I cannot tolerate lies. So don't lie against me. If you lie against me, you are incurring my anger. So irrespective of how older you are, I know as a Benin man, I'm not supposed to insult my elders. Me realizing I'm not supposed to insult my elders makes me a cautious son, at least. So in that table, to wa you know as a no one magba. But now we realizing them way to boy a pie we were whether you no we are moving. But for those who said I have insulted them, why we? So be wage told your own ne a benica or do ne do shiwak. You understand? Why told you want to say anything against Izoduwa, but let it be truthful. All I matter. Like just like I'm saying that I'm owing someone 550,000. He will be mekwe. We made what to already me pay 1.5 million mave. Ever there be even at your boy you are what? Benny time. Man, I go out to any time now 10 years later, I will repeat exactly what I said. Only I am one of them. Understand? But I can't tolerate these liars. So sometimes they put me to the extreme. I insult them. Some of these Enige we used to look up to. I have tremendous respect for the Enige institution. But some people, some people now support it for the others. I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them. Because of some very greedy ones. I feel bad for them. But, like I said, I don't have the final say. It is the palace I have the final say. So, me Oba or metini and me. Me told me a man at time and one a fool. You understand? So for those of my friends who have wronged, any Emadani raw. Okay. Kemadani raw. No Emadani raw. I have forgiven them. No Emadani raw. Do we yali who I have forgiven them. I will never speak bad about them. I will never talk about them. I want to block them now. When spirit of love and sacrifice, it's so I block for almost 4 years. I'll be 5 years. I want to block them now. Then I will apologize to my brother Akenuwa, Nathaniel Akenuwa. Amongst all of them is the only one I felt that probably I was the one who wronged him. But it's fine. He has always stood for me. He has always. When everybody was against me, he stood for me. Only I am on Mavedo. Why am I in Mavedo? That's why I choose my friends very carefully. Anybody you see that I'm close to, whoever I feel beleku. Because once you feel beleku, now where you feel beleku, where you calling me, where you me, may pick a call where. Because I live like this. I will show me your friend. Show me. Although I have one politician friend who, but we have come a long way. But he's a very nice person. Other than a politician will always be a politician. But other than that, he's a very nice man. So for those that I have wronged, I apologize to them. If they see this video, I apologize to all of you for those that I have wronged. And But those who don't wish me well, I pray that God should change your heart to know that Agmona a hirino. You understand? Agmona a hirino. Agmona a hirino. You understand? Today we are here, tomorrow we are all gone. You understand? Today we are here, tomorrow we are all gone. So those ones who have sworn that they will not rest until they see me fall, I want to tell you that I will not fall. Obviously, you people know that you cannot fall me. You people know that I know that you cannot fall me. But what I can say is I still don't have your bad intention. Only thing I use red leads that did every single thing because me obey God do not baseke to spoil my name and bring me down. When if he's thinking the way he was insulting the other people rest and they were still giving him attention, but you cannot, what you cannot see against me is that you will not tell me that Izoduwa of Beleku or Dwama Egoriye Eriotoge. I don't know whether I understand. These are the principles of the values that I cherish, that I would take to the grave. But you can insult me and call me everything that you said. You can't call me that everything that I say about Benin history are lies. But will you be able to debate with me and prove the history that I said are lies? If they meet with me face to face with the nana, will they be able to prove? I had a man that time, there was an historical account that I gave. He said I was lying because the man didn't like me at that time. So someone are asking, if you said Izoduwa is lying, show your own proof. They are now a fact silencing all noise. I can have a chef, again institute, institute, and I was snapping the page. It was Dr. Aishen Ehagosa's work. Now I snapping, now I'm moyo. Agmoya now I tell now Agmo. That's the kind of a person I am. Everything that you think I say, I studied them. I studied them. And I have proofs. You are the one who doesn't have. I watch him on. I do time away that a matter no and now wagging on. You understand? So, no, I'm not happy about him and his siblings fighting, as a matter of fact. Because many may go for an Edoma to fall. There is none that we all should grow and succeed in life. Because you know why? If we all grow and succeed in life, if I'm doing well, you are doing well, the next person is doing well, there will not be any bounds to envy. Jealousy and envy usually comes when some certain persons are making it, are okay, and the other persons are not making it. So what you would generally would pray that no salo boy, me no we war woman, me no we will never say me no we will never tell me. If everyone is okay, I'm not saying it bevo not we because the basic things that a man can struggle for is at their beck and call. So if I can be able to feed myself 3 times in a day, I drive a car, I live in a honest apartment or home, I will not be envious of the man who drives Rolls Royce. Because the basic things of life, which I have access to, he equally has access to it. For the fact that you are a very wealthy man, that does not mean you can eat 10 bags of rice in a day. So where making of you going to be any be rap is there for a big man because sugar they I don't want to, I'm diabetic, I want to leave, I had jog. Oh, we'll go with jog. Oh, I don't mind me when then I have to jog to keep fit. Those are naturally fit. So contextually, if you have basic, you're able to you can get all of these basic things. You have nothing to envy anybody. So my prayer today, or my message today is just like Otevega Jaya has concluded, that let love lead. You understand? Anybody in Oiro and all of that, I don't have anything against them. In short, I have forgiven them. I have forgiven them. And those who I have anything against, I pray for forgiveness. Why we are born? That I can always swear for. But unume tata unume na omume fi wala. We unume na wa mobono all day ta. So all day unume na when so ya how we live video when so no you do no. So that never a moment because when me a petition is just flying all around me. A petition every day, petition. Imatic bon awa, mamu huere. You know, say when we get the bad do wa, ye. So haya you. If you worry about it, don't if you worry about it, why good? Today at that moment I came in very late. It's 2 minutes to 10. So I thank all of you who allow. So I appreciate all of you. Then I hope that when we're able to get a Benin governor, if we're able to get a Benin governor from November, because na Lagos onyani Lagos governor ma so man me ba me governor Owedo. Issues like Iden'S Day should be a public holiday for the Edo people, and several other days that we will have for our calendar. So man me ba me governor Owedo. Okay, cool. Lagos governor ma So I hope you people understand what I'm trying to say. So we will now have a Benin man on agengendo. Not just any Benin man. A Benin man on agengendo. I'm sure that life becomes easier. A Benin man on agengendo that also has something in his forehead where to offer. You understand? To offer. That love this land genuinely. Again, I say, you now understand that some of these things are not really difficult. But we'll continue to build ourselves for an opportunity that is to come. Continue to build ourselves educationally. We'll continue to build ourselves in business-wise so that we can have good business acumen. You understand? So someone who has succeeded in business, who has succeeded in enterprise, can be able to manage a whole lot of things. So we are building ourselves. We'll get there someday. So to be Mario Borg my but in all of that, I don't think, irrespective of whether you like any Edo person, I've never always advocated that Nivea do have you beg room there or my show way in you know. I see a whole lot of my friends who are supporting Obaseki in spite of everything that he has done. They are still in support of him, and I know them. I know the only reason why they support him is that Eva and I cannot tell them that I get supported because my there. You understand? Even if some of the things that he did, they don't like it. A whole lot of them tell me that. But if so, but in many because I cannot offer them if I had I cannot invariably employ everybody. You understand? I can only employ as much as the capacity of the company can carry. So if it doesn't make them a bad person. if I'm a bad boss and I have staffs under me that works for me, it doesn't make my staffs bad. Because they are working for me might not be a good experience for them. Working for them might not be a good experience for them, but at least working for them might not be a good experience for them, but at least they are making something. They are able to take care of their family through salary or other stipends that come from the company. So I'm not so it may way. So I thank all of you. No sir, dear tinima the mayam women in mau mayam were there said there that we are able to do exceedingly. We're able to love ourselves and we're able to preach unity amongst all time. So why I was so for the spirit of today, happy Iden'S Day to all of you, and let's continue to fly, burn the candle of love and sacrifices for ourselves and for our family. So God bless you, and Osafian Buwaya Obama talk by you. So good night to all of you while you say